Meghan deals with harshness as humiliating royal by having an axing agenda before marrying Harry. Experts recently called Meghan Markle out for having a kind of agenda ahead of her marriage to Prince Harry. Meghan's half-sister Samantha Markle made this claim and accused the royal of having a kind of axing agenda before her marriage to Prince Harry. During her interview with the Daily Star, Ms. Samantha was quoted saying, "It seems as though now you have to wonder, was it just in case things don't work out, or was there a clear agenda from the beginning to return? Whatever the case is, it was very deceitful to the royals not to let them know that she had that in mind and that she wasn't really present and sincere in the moment. In terms of ongoing duty with the royal family, especially in a marriage, I can see going into a marriage and thinking, well, if the marriage doesn't work out, yeah, I've still got family, and I was trained in my career, I've still got my career, but to actually go into a marriage and say, you know what, I'm married now, that's the end of it, I'm giving up my career, everything, because this is now my commitment. I've made a commitment to my husband and to the British royal family and the people of Great Britain. I don't think being there under a year in terms of royal duty is really executing a commitment. It's not any due diligence, it's not a demonstration of loyalty or commitment, and to keep an attorney and manager in LA is really deceitful." Before concluding, she added, "I had heard through the grapevine across the pond that the Queen wasn't made aware of that, and I would imagine that they were shocked when they found out, because it shows an agenda perhaps. The Queen faces an impossible decision this weekend when it comes to Zara Tindall and Princess Eugenie's joint christening for their royal babies. This weekend, there will be a joint christening ceremony held in a private church which forms part of the Royal Lodge House for the latest two royal babies. The bundles of joy welcomed this year by Zara Tindall and Princess Eugenie are among the Queen's 12 great-grandchildren. On February 9, Princess Eugenie and her husband Jack Brooksbank welcomed their first child August to the world, while Zara and Mike Tindall welcomed their third child, Lucas Philip Tindall, on March 21. The second cousins are expected to be baptized at the Royal Chapel of All Saints in Windsor Great Park this weekend. The Queen is determined to be in attendance, a royal source has claimed. The royal source told The Sun, "Her Majesty is very keen to be there as she knows how important this is for her grandchildren and great-grandchildren. It is understood the sovereign will take a decision on the day and consult with her personal doctor in advance." It comes after the Queen was forced to pull out of her appearance at last weekend's Remembrance Sunday service at the Cenotaph due to a sprained back. Typically at royal ceremonies, the baby is christened using the lily font and wearing a replica of the Honiton gown. However, there is only one traditional lace christening gown available, but two babies are to be christened tomorrow. This could mean that the Queen will be forced to pick which of her great-grandchildren get to wear the gown. Princess Eugenie and her husband Jack Brooksbank's son will be christened, but his parents broke royal tradition on the day he was born. Sources told The Sun that Her Majesty is very keen to be there as she knows how important this is for her grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Royal christenings are usually an extravagant affair, filled with celebration, and often accompanied with a host of official photographs and a wealth of tradition. Yet, tradition is something Eugenie and her husband steered away from when they welcomed August into the world earlier this year. Royal babies generally make their first public appearance outside the hospital hours after they are born. Princess Diana, Sarah Ferguson and the Duchess of Cambridge all followed this tradition. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, however, chose not to. Instead, they introduced Archie to the world via an interview and a photo call that they had organized themselves.